Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
All right, some very impressive storms in the southern part of the state.
Yeah, that lightning's still going behind you, Alana.
Yeah, it's a live look from our Utah Tech camera. And while the rain may have stopped, you're seeing that live view, and the lightning continues over Washington County. I want to get out of the way. But the rain came down. There we go. So much. Now this storm is moving north, but we've got nocturnal storms on deck for the next little while. This is what it looked like on the St. George roads following that heavy rain. Look at that. Pooling on the roads. That's why the flood advisory was issued. Oh, look at that lightning. Thank you to Hunter Wolf for sharing that with forewarned weather. But the lightning, there's an abundance of it. On top of it, gusty winds, radar giving you that good view. Now this is going to move north. They have expanded that flood advisory. It's until midnight. It does extend all the way over to Hurricane, Santa Clara, St. George, the city of Washington. A lot going on with this storm. As we take a step back here on the radar, you're able to see that south central Utah over Grand Staircase and south of Hanksville also seeing plenty of activity. But this is nasty, and it's going to continue to move north with that heavy rain, deadly lightning, and gusty winds. So Cedar City, you're next, where you're getting those bright yellow strikes. Those are the fresh ones that have just happened. Jumping up towards Vernal, we also have some lightning and then getting active over the I-70 corridor right now. Here's a live view of Bryce Canyon. We've got rain on the camera. South central Utah continuing to tap in to this moisture. This is monsoon moisture on the move. We've seen several surges this summer, and this is just another one setting up to impact us as we head through our Labor Day weekend. The storm threat today was a general threat for the entire state, but down in St. George, we had that marginal risk. Now, we did see a severe storm. A severe thunderstorm warning was issued at 9:30 for Washington County. When you see that marginal risk, it's an elevated risk when it comes to the storms, and it means there is a low-end risk of also seeing flash flooding, which we are dealing with that flood advisory. So panning out when it comes to the thunderstorm threat for our Thursday, wait until you see tomorrow. Here's the setup. We're on the western edge of that high pressure. Our southerly flow just grabbing moisture from south of us, dragging it into the Beehive State. A lot of moisture potential above average for this time of year, and we capitalize on it. Now, along the Wasatch Front, it was hot today, 94. It's a live view from the ABC4 studios. We've dropped into the 80s, increasing cloud cover. You can see the southerly winds pushing the flag. Now, the southerly winds are going to be an issue. Starting at midnight, a wind advisory goes into effect for the West Desert. Now, this does include the Tooele and Rush Valleys. I-80 travel, it could get tricky. So heads up if you have to travel 80, because those crosswinds will be very strong. That holds on until 6 p.m. tomorrow. As we look at the storm threat for our Friday, that marginal risk gets expanded and includes the Wasatch Front. We have the potential for some severe storms to pop up where this area in darker green shows up on your map. We could see hail, winds between 40 and 60 miles per hour, and of course that heavy rain. As we look at southern Utah, our flood advisory for Washington County, but also in green here, the flood watch that was set to go into effect at midnight, and it will hold on through Saturday evening. So heavy rain, and we're going to get saturated soils that will cause an issue. Futurecast shows storms on the move. Here we go into 3 a.m. southeastern Utah and the central portion of the state getting that wet weather. It really amps up by 6 a.m. for the eastern side of the state. And then as we get towards 9 a.m., swath of moisture from Beaver County pushing into central Utah and Utah County will eventually make it to the Wasatch Front. Daytime heating adds to instability, and we get widespread thunderstorms for your Friday afternoon and evening that move through Salt Lake County, Utah County, Davis County, and look at the West Desert. Very active skies by 5 p.m. So a widespread storm potential for our Friday, with flash flooding expected at Zion National Park, probable for the rest of the Mighty Five. Now, it's not just our Friday. The next 5 days, as you look at the forecast here, brings the potential from anywhere from a half an inch up to 2 inches down in the southwestern corner of the state. That means Labor Day weekend brings a chance of storms every day throughout Utah. You're going to want to keep your eyes to the skies. 80s for tomorrow, 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state. Only the 80s in St. George, with storms to start the day and to keep it going. It's going to be widespread for the next 2 days in southern Utah. Scattered on Sunday, a slight chance on Labor Day. But look at those temperatures. That does not seem like St. George. Here's the Wasatch Front. We're also going to run below average. We get a cold front Sunday night into Labor Day, knocks down daytime highs, brings storms, and you know what? There's potential for a few flurries above 11,000 feet.
Woo! What a story.
What a story. The weather story never disappoints, but we are hopping tonight.
Yeah, I'll say
My
that.
hair gets wet tomorrow shooting high school football.
Oh.
Oh, honey, it's going to. So let me just tell you,
Bring
pack a hat.
that umbrella.